Today, we're diving into a recipe that's sure to make your taste buds dance the cha-cha and your stomach sing with joy. We're whipping up a smoked salmon breakfast burrito that'll have you questioning why you ever settled for boring old cereal. Now, before we get started, let me just say that if my kids were as easy to wrap up as these burritos, my mornings would be a breeze. But alas, they're more like wild burritos, running around the house, leaving a trail of destruction in their wake. All right, let's get down to business. This recipe is perfect for those mornings when you want to feel fancy but don't want to put on pants to go to a restaurant. It's ideal for a lazy weekend brunch, or when you want to impress your in-laws and make them think you've got your life together. Trust me, I've been there. For this culinary adventure, you'll need about 20 minutes of prep time and 10 minutes of cooking time. It's faster than trying to convince my kids that vegetables aren't evil incarnate. Speaking of which, this recipe is actually quite nutritious. You've got protein from the eggs and salmon, healthy fats, and some veggies snuck in there. It's like a superhero disguised as a burrito. Now let's talk ingredients. You'll need 4 large eggs, 1/4 cup of milk, salt and pepper to taste, 1 tablespoon of butter, 4 large flour tortillas, 8 ounces of smoked salmon, thinly sliced, 1/2 cup of cream cheese, softened, 1/4 cup of capers, drained, 1/2 red onion, thinly sliced, 1 large tomato, diced, 1 avocado, sliced, fresh dill for garnish. Optional ingredients include hot sauce for those who like to live dangerously, and some spinach or arugula if you're feeling extra virtuous. Now, let's get cooking. First, whisk together the eggs, milk, salt, and pepper in a bowl. It's a lot like mixing up a potion, except instead of turning your enemies into frogs, you're creating breakfast magic. Melt the butter in a non-stick skillet over medium heat. Pour in the egg mixture and scramble until just set. Remember, we want soft, fluffy eggs, not rubber. While your eggs are cooking, warm up your tortillas. You can do this in the microwave, but I prefer to give them a quick toast on a dry skillet. It adds a little extra flavor and makes them more pliable. It's like yoga for tortillas. Now here's where the assembly line begins. Lay out your warm tortillas and spread each with about 2 tablespoons of cream cheese. This is your glue, folks. Next, divide the scrambled eggs among the tortillas. Top with the smoked salmon, capers, red onion, tomato, and avocado. If you're using any optional ingredients, now's the time to add them. Here's a pro tip. Don't overstuff your burrito. I know it's tempting to pile on the goodies, but unless you want your breakfast to look like my kids' rooms, a complete disaster, show some restraint. Now, let's talk about the art of burrito rolling. Fold in the sides, then roll from the bottom up, tucking in the sides as you go. It's a lot like swaddling a baby, except this bundle of joy won't wake you up at 3 a.m. demanding a diaper change. Once you've got your burritos rolled, you can either serve them as is, or give them a quick toast in a skillet to crisp up the outside. I personally like them toasted because it adds a nice crunch and seals all the goodness inside. Garnish with some fresh dill because we're fancy like that. And voila! You've got yourself a smoked salmon breakfast burrito that's sure to impress. Now let's talk about some potential variations. If you're not a fan of salmon, gasp, you could substitute it with some crispy bacon or even some thinly sliced ham. If you're vegetarian, try using some smoked tofu or just load up on extra veggies. For those of you watching your carbs, bless your hearts, you could turn this into a burrito bowl. Just ditch the tortilla and serve all the fillings over a bed of greens. It's like a deconstructed burrito, very avant-garde. If you're feeling extra indulgent, you could add some hash browns or crispy potatoes to the mix. It's like wrapping a whole brunch menu into one handheld package. Just don't tell your cardiologist I suggested it. Now, let's talk about the star of our show, the smoked salmon. Make sure you're using good quality stuff here. This isn't the time to skimp. Look for salmon that's a vibrant pink color and has a nice smoky aroma. If it smells fishy, move on. We want our burritos to taste like a gourmet brunch, not like low tide. As for the capers, these little salty gems are optional, but I highly recommend them. They add a briny pop that really complements the salmon. If you're not a fan, you could substitute with some chopped pickles or even some sliced jalapenos if you like a bit of heat. Speaking of heat, let's circle back to that hot sauce I mentioned earlier. A few dashes of your favorite hot sauce can really elevate this burrito. I personally like a smoky chipotle sauce, but use whatever makes your taste buds happy. Just maybe don't go overboard if you have an important meeting later. Nothing says professional quite like breathing fire in your boss's face. Now, if you're feeling really ambitious, you could make a big batch of these on a Sunday and freeze them for easy weekday breakfasts. Just wrap them individually in foil and pop them in the freezer. When you're ready to eat, unwrap, microwave for a minute or two, and then crisp them up in a skillet. It's like having a gourmet breakfast on standby, ready to rescue you from the depths of morning hangry. And there you have it, folks. A smoked salmon breakfast burrito that's sure to become a staple in your recipe repertoire. It's versatile, it's delicious, and it's guaranteed to make your family think you've suddenly developed culinary superpowers. Before I go, let me leave you with this final thought. Cooking is a lot like parenting. Sometimes it's messy, sometimes things don't go according to plan, but in the end, if you approach it with love and a sense of humor, the results are always worth it. Even if those results occasionally involve fish-scented burp cloths or tortilla-wrapped toddlers. Happy cooking, everyone!